guys, hope you all are doing well. It's another episode of Discover Books with Moonchild. So I am doing a new book. I mean, I've talked to you about this book before, but I haven't actually done a full review. The Strength Training Nutrition 101. I thought it'd be a good time since I just finally got a gym membership at Planet Fitness today. Trying to get back serious with my weight and health journey. So it's been a while since I've talked about it. So I figured I would actually go through the book with you guys. Why not? I may do more than one book at a time. So we'll see. So let's get into it with the first chapter. These chapters are kind of long, so I'm probably just going to do half a chapter. So let's see. And the author of the book is Marc. You guys can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box so if you guys want to read it yourself. So, chapter 1. Simplifying nutrition for more muscle and less fat. If you're talking to your local gym instructor, personal trainer, or any bodybuilder or powerlifting pal, then there's a fair chance they'll say eat regular smaller meals throughout the day with plenty of protein. That's the way to build and keep muscle. See, that's the advice that's been sprouted for years. 6 smaller meals, some even munch through 7 or 8, going crazy for calories and ridiculous amounts of protein to build muscle mass. In fact, I know one bodybuilder who says he eats 10 smaller meals per day, and he basically carries plastic tubs of food everywhere with him. So now he's talking about, how back in the day, I feel like this is kind of old school. People would say you need to eat like small meals throughout the day, and this is something I really believed in my 20s. I would definitely eat like that, and I swore by it that that's how you maintain your weight, and you just eat those small meals throughout the day, like 2 or 3 snacks and meal, and keep it kind of small and light. But now I just feel like I just spend the whole day grazing, and that's probably not really for the best. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you like eating 3 big meals, 2 big meals, or just eating small meals several times throughout the day, 6 or more times? Comment and let me know what you guys prefer. From the different diets I've tried, I really feel like 2 meals per day, 2 or 1 is the best, and just kind of having water and fasting throughout the day. Like if I'm talking about being healthy and really maintaining my weight and my fat loss down. But if I just wanted to eat, I just be eating all day. We're talking about enjoyment, but that's not what we're talking about. So the next part. You can choose to do that each day, every day, or you can eat in what I consider a more normal way, 3 to 4 meals per day, and still build a strong, athletic, lean physique. I also show how eating this way is highly effective for burning fat while preserving muscle, which is something I'm trying to do. I want to get my fat down and then build a little bit more muscle, which I think that's mostly what most people want to do when they're, exercising and trying to maintain their body. We keep the fat down and the muscle, you know. But some is more important to other people. Like if you already don't really have much fat, you may be focusing more on building muscle versus if you're a little heavier and you're trying to get smaller first before you focus on muscle building. He basically said he came across some of his friends who were doing things differently, and that kind of inspired him to change the amount of times that he was eating per day and cut it down to the 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to go over to the next part. So he says his main number 1 reason on why you don't need to eat that many times per day. So we're going to read this part. You need to keep supplying your body with calories and protein throughout the day or you lose muscle. A study carried out by 11 sports nutrition experts shows that meal frequency is actually irrelevant as long as enough calories and the right macronutrients are consumed over the course of the day. So it's not really about the frequency, it's about the calorie intake, and the macronutrients. Okay. I don't know what that was. Dr. John Berardi is founder of Precision Nutrition, who are world leaders in sports nutrition, and he is one of the most highly respected experts on diet and nutrition. He was part of this study and admitted that he too had initially thought that splitting up your daily food intake was the best approach. But Dr. Berardi said that early research indicated this would speed up the metabolism, help control the hormones insulin and cortisol, and better manage the appetite. So you can either eat lots of smaller meals every few hours, or you can eat a few big meals with bigger breaks in between. It's really just up to you. So really just focus on your calorie intake and your macronutrients, which is the protein, carbs, and your fats. Making sure those are balanced. Then he starts talking about the warrior diet, which I believe is the 1 meal per day. You eat like one big huge meal at night. But if I'm wrong, you guys can explain it more in the comments. So he's talking about how the warrior diet works here. The warrior diet, developed by sports scientist and former Israeli Special Forces member Ori Hofmigler, I'm sorry if I didn't say that right, essentially involves fasting for up to 18 hours per day and then feasting at night. This radical way of eating has been shown to ramp up fat burning, boost energy, while surprisingly preserving muscle mass. Yeah, so eating it once per day, I really like how I felt doing that, just drinking water throughout the day and maybe tea or coffee and having one big healthy meal. There are countless stories of people getting in the best shape of their lives by fasting or eating very lightly during the day and then cramming in most of their calories in the evening. This, of course, also reduces the need for mind numbing food prepping and eating constantly throughout the day. Oh my god, food prepping is so annoying. I'm just lazy, y'all. Some of y'all may enjoy cooking and food prepping. I don't. This is why I started to rely on lean cuisines, which I should not be eating, but the calories are low, so I'm just like, it's okay. But yeah, even just eating fruit throughout the day, like you said, eating lightly, and then having your bigger meal with some protein or meat or something like that. But that's why another reason why I wouldn't mind doing that, because I don't have to meal prep, like you said. Like, it's so much easier if you don't have to think about that one meal, because you're just gonna drink water and have some fruit that's already made. Main reason number 2. You can't get enough calories in to maintain and build muscle by eating fewer meals per day. So it's saying this is another reason why people like to have so many meals per day. They feel like they're not going to get the right amount of calories if they only eat once or twice or 3 times, like he's suggesting. So calories are important. There's no denying that. If you regularly eat too many, you'll pile on the pounds. If you don't eat enough, you'll lose weight. We get it. There are a few different factors affecting your calorie requirements, but you can roughly figure out how many calories you need you need using this simple calculation. So to lose weight, you're going to multiply your body weight in pounds times 12. That's the total number of calories to eat per day. To maintain, body weight in pounds times 15. To gain, body weight in pounds times 17. We'll go into more detail about calorie consumption and your body's protein needs a bit later. But first, we're looking at getting in enough calories in just 3 or 4 meals rather than 6 or more. So he really advocates for the 3 or 4 meals. But like I said, it would be easier for me to just do 1 or 2 most days, and maybe like on my days off, I will probably do 3 or 4. So now he's talking about the good fats you should include in your diet. So I'm just going to go over those. You guys probably already know, but just in case. Good fats are found in fish, plant foods such as nuts, avocados, and olives, eggs, and dairy. I'm laughing because my mom just had me buy her some avocados yesterday. She was very adamant about it. When pulling together your shopping list, at the top have foods like salmon, almonds, free-range eggs, tuna, olive oil, coconut milk, and butter. I love tuna. A lot of people don't like it. It's good to me. There was a long-standing misconception that saturated fats are bad for you. when in fact they play several important roles in the body, including the manufacture of hormones, stronger bones, and boosting the immune system and improved brain health. All right, so I'm going to end it today on that note. The rest of the chapter looks like he's explaining the reasons why 3 to 4 meals per day is ideal. So the next video will be about that. And perhaps I'll do a different book on the one after that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something. You got something out of it. Let me know what you think about meal frequency, how important it is to you, if it's easier, if you think it's healthier, better, more convenient. I definitely think it's more convenient. The main thing. But this was fun. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a blessed one.